look at, we're going to revise actually November 2024, paper 1, ZIMSEC. So the first equation, express, what rule is it? Express 0,09874. It's fine. It's not okay. 74. Item 1, correct to the nearest tenth. Correct to the nearest tenth. We have to express this correct to the nearest tenth. Right? What you should know is, after comma, this is the tenth. You understand? The first item. The second one is the 100 years. You get what I'm saying? The third one is the 1,000 years. So correct to the nearest tenth. If this is the 10th, the 0, you look at the next number to it, which is 9. And 9, we're going to what? To round up, we say plus 1. So the answer here will be 0,1. Correct to the nearest 10th. That was the first question. Then next one, the same figure, 0,09874, correct to two significant figures. Remember, significant figure is a non-zero number, but a 0 after a number is counted as a significant. So the first significant here, I'm going to write it again, 0,09874. The first significant here is 9. You understand? The second significant is what? Is 8. And here they're asking us to round it off correct to two significant figures. So the two significant figures is 9 and 8. So what are we going to do? We'll look at the third number to see if we are rounding up or not. You understand? So we are rounding up now. It means this 7, we're going to say plus 1 to the 8, and it will become 9. So answer 0,099 to two significant figures. Are we together? Both okay, fine. We are now moving on to the next question. Next question is item B. This in standard form. We're going to write this in standard form, that's B. 0,09874 in standard form. Remember, standard form is the expression of very small numbers or very big numbers in the form A times 10 to the power n. A times 10 to the power n, where A is a number between 1 and 10. So now it will be 9,874 times 10 to the power negative. Why? Because we have a 0, right? You count how many zeros do I have? I have 2 zeros. Times 10 to the power negative 2, like this. Very simple and straightforward. Any question? So we are going to move on to the next question. And what's the next question now? Next question is number 2 now. Express. Remember, this is paper 1. We don't use what? Yes. We don't use calculate. It's paper 1. We don't use calculate. We are now moving on to number 2. Number 2. So what is number 2 asking us to do? Express 1,225 as a product of its prime factors in index form. You must take note of this. Index form 1, 2, 2, 5. As a product of its prime factors in index form. So the first thing you should find the prime factors of this. And how do you do that? You just do this 1, 2, 2, 5 like this. And then you start by dividing by the smallest prime number that can enter into this big number, right? You can add 1 plus 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5 plus 10, right? So 3 cannot enter into 10, it means this is not divisible by 3. So we try 5. Since there is a 5, it means 5 can enter. 5 here, 2 times the remainder 2. 5 into 22, how many times? 4 times the remainder 2. 5 into 25, 5 times, right? And then you try to check if 3 can enter, right? 2 plus 4, that's 6. 6 plus 5, that's 11. 3 cannot enter into 11, so divide by 5 again. 5 into 24, that's 4 times, right? 5 into 24, that's 4 times. Remainder 4 into 45, that's 9 times. And in this case, you should just know that it's only 7 that can enter into 14, right? And 7 here, 1. So they said, right, this is a product of its prime factors in index form. So take note of this. The word index means power, you understand? So you write your answers in power form. So it's now 1, 2, 2, 5, equivalent to 5. Then you check how many 5s do I have? 2 to the power 2 times. Is what I'm writing visible on camera?
Yeah.
But, it's not.
It's more, but you instead of
This side. All right, that's fine. Then times 7, and then you count how many 7s do I have? 2 to the power 2 again, like this. Before I even look at the next question, in most cases, if your answer is like this, they might ask you what is the square root of this. You get what I'm saying? So we are done with this question. Let's move on to the next one. Next one, yes or otherwise find. You see, I knew that's what they usually do. Yes or otherwise, they are now asking us to find what? Square root of 1225. You understand? So remember, for you to find the square root, you do the prime factor product and you group in twos. You understand what I'm saying? When you group in twos, it means it's now to the power 2 to the power 2. So since it is 5 to the power 2 and 7 to the power 2, you just take 1 5 and you take this 7. So it means our answer here it will be 5 times 7. Are we together? Yes. And our final answer, 5 times 7, that's 35. Remember, square root of any number is plus or minus. Are we together? So the answer here is plus or minus 35. Very simple and straightforward. Now we are moving on to number 3. We are moving on to number 3. Kate, James, and Jack shared 3,042 in the ratio 4s to 3s to 2, respectively. Right? I wanted to check if probably there is someone who asked a certain question. So maybe there is no one. There is no one. People are sleeping, yeah? Okay, fine. Right, Kate, James, and Jack. Kate, James, and Jack. The other J, I'm just going to write J. You want to say something to him? Fine. Shared 3,042 respectively in the ratio 4s to 3s to 2. It means Kate is getting 4, 3, and 2, like this. Then, what's our question? Find how much Kate got more than Jack. This question is a bit interesting. How much Kate got more than what? Jack. So it means you are going to find the share of Kate, and then you find the share of Jack, then you subtract. You understand? Because how much Kate got more than Jack. So the first thing, if you want to solve this, the first thing, remember they are sharing how much? 3,042. They are sharing 3,042. The first step is to find out one share is having how much. You understand? If you find one share is having how much, then we're going to say that times 4. And we also say that times what? Times 2. You understand what I'm saying? And then we subtract. There are so many ways of solving this one. You understand what I'm saying? Now, 4 plus 3, 7, plus 2, 9, right? So you divide this by what? By 9, for you to find out one share is worth how much. Are we together? Mm. You might start by reducing by 3 if you want, or reducing by 9. What do you want? By 3 first, and then 9, and then 1. 3 here 2 times. 3 here once. 3 here 0. 3 here once remainder 1. 3 into 12, that's 4 times, right? Then you divide by 2. 2 here once, and 2 here, that's 5, right? And 2 into 1, that's a 0. Are we together? And now 2 into 14, that's what? 7. Is that clear? Did you understand what we did? Yeah. And our answer here was 1014. And then we divided by what? By 2. And we said 2 into 10, that's 5 times. And 2 into 1, it cannot enter, so we write a 0 and then you carry 1.
Why this Mako
Alright, that's a good question. Pakutanga tatoti 2 into 1 hapindi handitika. Saka 0 kumira kokutanga chisamira. Then we now say 2 into 10. You understand? That's right. Right? Saka takumpinda muna 14 direct yasiya 0 answer is correct. Saka after that divider into 10, takutakisa the next number. You now say 2 into 1. If it cannot enter, then you write a what? A 0. And then to this one. You get what I'm saying? That's how you divide. Now 2 into 14, 7. Are we together? Or we could have divided directly by what? By 9. Is that clear? Are we together? We still get the same answer. So 507. That's our answer here. It means one part is worth 500 and what? 7. So Kate is going to get 507 times what? 4. Are we together? And 507 times 4. The first way of getting our answer, you could just say 507 times. I think I should teach you that method, right? Kate is getting 4 parts, right? And Jack is getting how many parts? 2 parts. Are we together? Since Kate is getting 4 parts and Jack is getting 2 parts, so how many parts is Kate getting more than Jack? It's 2 parts. If you say 4 minus 2, you get a what? A 2. You understand? So Kate is getting 507 times 2 more parts than Jack. Are you getting what I'm saying? Than us saying 507 times 4, we get the answer. Then we say 507 times 2, we get the answer. Then we say the answer we get it first minus that one. We should just do this first method. Is it making sense to you, Tolimba? Any question? Check the understanding. Fine. So now if you say 507 times 2, here 14, 4 carry 1, right? And there 0 plus 1, 1, 2 times that one, that's 10, 0, 1. It means he's getting 1,000 and what? 1,014 more parts than what? Than Jack. Any question on that one? Do you have any questions? Question what opens? Alright. It's fine. So I want us to do this question without it. 13 minutes, it's fine. This question without another the other method. Same answer here. And it are we together? The special part divider, but that's 3,042. 3,042. But our answer is 1,014, right? 3,042. Let's divide it directly by 9. 9 here once. 9 into 30. How many times? It's what? This is 3, 27, remainder 300. Into 30 how many times? 3, remainder what? Remainder 7. Right. Is 3 remainder what? Pane error. But that divider 3 muna 9. 30 how many times? 2 times. That was wrong. You understand? Right. Now, so putting 9 into 30, 27, and Panusara 7. You understand? If it's 27, Panusara 7. Then now, 9 into 72, that's 8 times. Are we together? Now 338, right? I want to show you that answer you know fanongo bega pana. Daita treasure. Chisina kuita era yebuti 3 muna 9 anopinda ka 3 not ka 2. Then 3 muno mka 1, 3 muno mka 0. 3 muno mka 1 menda 3 anopinda ngani? Ka 4 andiji. Then cha uchivera nani? Na 3. 3 mka 1, 3 anopinda ka 3 bisara 1. 3 muna 11 it's how many times? 3 again. Remember what? Remember 2. 3 minus 20 again. 8. So answer is 3 what? 8. Is that making sense? Sakamaona papa ita error ndiji. So when you are solving, usanyanyeta say kumanya sedwa data. Right, so it's 338. And but still, we're going to use the same process, right? We're going to say 338 times what? 2. No answer true. That's the answer that we want. 338 times 2. So 338 times 2 here, 2 times 8, that's 16, 6 carry 1. 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7. 2 times 3, that's what? 6. So this one got 6, 7, 6 more than what?
J.
More than J. Is that making sense?
Yes.
And pamari jane kunyora comma 0 0 like this. Are we together now? Akana makanyora yenyu musinasa comma 0 0, but now I'm telling you mari inoiswa comma sense after the comma. We are going on to the next one. Right, fine. Then the next one is number 4. In a school, lessons start at quarter to 8 in the morning and end at quarter past 3. Express 3:15 p.m. in 24-hour notation. Excuse me, 3:15 p.m. in 24-hour notation. Remember, 24-hour notation 100. So 3 is 15, right? 15, 15. 15, 15, you could write are we together? Or just 15, 15. In 24-hour notation, that's how you write it. 15, 15. Are we together? You could just write 15, 15 like this. It's also fine. That's 24-hour notation. Is it making sense? We are going to move on to the next one. Next question is find total time for lesson on each day. It means we are going to calculate time from quarter to 8 to 3:50. All right. Quarter to 8, that's 7:45. So 17:45 to 15:15. Or 7:45 to 15:15. We want to calculate time here. So we first calculate. Remember, we have 15 minutes here. Let's leave this 15 minutes here. 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, that's 8. Are we together? From 8 to 12, how many hours do we have? That's the first way of calculating this. We have how many hours? 4 hours. So we're going to write our 4 hours here. Then from 12 to 3, how many hours do we have? 3 hours. Right? Are we together? Yeah. Then we're going to take these 15 minutes. So we have 4 hours, 15 minutes. And here we have 3 hours, 15 minutes. Are we together? So if we add this, we're going to end up with what? 7 hours and 30 minutes. Is it making sense? Yes. So our answer is 7 hours, 30 minutes. That's our answer. You see how we calculated it? So don't mix, just remove the hours and you remove the minutes, then it will be easier for you. But remember, if minutes becomes more than 30, actually more than 60, it's now 1 hour. Are we together? Okay, let's move on to the next question. That's number 4. Number 5. We are now moving on to number 5. Number 5. How many minutes do we have now? 30 minutes. I'm going to draw the diagram. Right. XQZ. Where is XQZ? I believe this is the X. And there is a Q here. And there is X here. XQZ. I think Y is on top. My paper is not clear, my soft copy. XQZ and YPZ, so there's a P here. And YPZ are straight lines meeting at Z, XY and QP are parallel. So XY and QP, these ones are what? Parallel. XY is 6 centimeters. XY, this is 6 centimeters. And what else are we told? QP is 4 centimeters. QP is 4 centimeters. XQ 9 centimeters. QZ X centimeters. Okay. Right. Then name two triangles that are similar. Hey, they like similarity and congruence, right? Name two triangles that are what? Similar. Name two triangles that are similar. Right. So what are the two triangles that are similar? Two triangles that are similar. We have to name the triangles that are what? Similar. And how do we do that? We have to look at the angles that are same. You understand? Using the concept of F angle, this angle is the same as that angle. Right? If you use F angles, remember F angles are equal. We cannot get Z angles here. We can only deal with F angles. Right? So we can have F angles here, we can also have F angles on top. So there are two ways of naming. You can also have this angle, that angle, they are also the same. Because F angles are what? Are similar. Are we together? Yeah. So we can name probably QPZ, QPZ, because this angle is also equal to that angle. QPZ, it is similar to what? XYZ. Because here also is equal to this. It is similar to XYZ. Why? Concept of parallel lines. Are we together? Now we are moving on to the next question. Any question on that one? Let's find the length QZ. We now want to find the length QZ. For us to find the length QZ, it is since we already made this, we are going to formulate the formulas, right? So we are going to say this over X, Y, Z. And then we come up with the formula. So the length that they are asking us is QZ, which is X, right? They want us to find this one. So QZ, QP over XY equals to PZ over YZ equals to QZ over XZ. So we are now going to substitute QP. Do you have QP? QP, that's 4 over XY, do you have XY? XY, that's 6 equals. They're asking us what? QZ. Let us take the one with QZ. Equals to X. QZ is at X right over XZ. XZ. We cannot take that one. You see what's going on? XZ. So let us just substitute everything. Here is over. Let us use this at the end. PZ. PZ, we don't have PZ as well. And YZ. YZ, we don't have YZ. So PZ, we don't have YZ, we don't have, but QZ, that's X, and XZ, XZ is 9 plus X. So you can work with this one. You understand? Are we together? XZ is 9 plus X. Is that making sense? So we can remove those two and deal with them. 4 over 6 equals X over 9 plus X. We're going to solve this, right? We apply the concept of cross multiplication. So that's how you do it. You just try Or means possible, right? Now 6 times x, that's 6x equals 4 times 9 plus x. So 6x equals 4 times 9. What's the answer? Told him 4 times 9, 36. Right? So 36 plus 4x. Are we together? So we are just going to say 6x change sign minus 4x equivalent to 36. So 2x equivalent to what? 36. Then we divide both sides by what? By 2. It means x is equal to 18, right? So QZ equals 18 centimeters. Is that making sense? QZ equivalent to what? 18 centimeters. Please ask if you have a question. You see what we did? We didn't have this, we didn't have this was, but we had this QZ, we had because it's x, right? And then XZ is 9 plus what? X. That's how you solve it. Are we together? Now we are moving on to number 6. We are moving on to number 6. Number 6 is a diagram. The table below shows the number of learners in each age group of a class, age, and then number of learners. Is it visible on the camera? It's visible. Huh? Okay, well, let me try to draw it. On the board. Right, so age, then the number of learners down. Age, we have 13, 14, 15. 13 years, 14 years, and 15 years. Now 13 years we have 9. 13 years we have 9. 14 years we have 26, 9, 26, and lastly we have 5. Okay, let us rush to the questions. Total, use the table to find the total number of learners in the class. You just say the frequency, right? 9 plus 26 plus 5. That's what you do. 9 plus 26. What's the answer? 35. 35 plus 5 is 40. So our answer is what? It's 40 learners. That's our answer. We have 40 what? Learners. Total number of learners in the class. In the class is 40. Then the next question. Probability that learner chosen at random is 13 years old. This one is very simple, right? Learner chosen at random is 13 years old. You just count how many learners in 13 years. How many are there? It's 9. Over total frequency, 40. So this is the probability, right? Probability of 13, 9 over 40. Are we together? Yes, that is what you do. If it was probability of 14, 26 over 40. Probability of 15 years, 5 over 40. Like that. Then, probability that if 2 learners chosen at random, the first is aged 13 years and the second is aged 15 years. I like this kind of question. Number good. And the first is aged 13 years. So it's 9 over 400 times. The second one is aged what? 15 years. 15 years? 5. Over 13. Yes. Because man, we picked this one and then we are not going to replace. Unless if you are told that you are choosing and replacing. You understand? So now we do what we have to do. We are going to multiply. But for us to not have a challenge when we are multiplying, we can reduce, right? 5 here once, 5 here, how many times? 8. Is that so? Then 3 here thrice, not twice. And 3 here once, 3 here thrice again. You understand? So 3 times 1, that's 3 over 13 times it's 13 times what? 18 times 8. What's the answer? Just multiply 18 by 8. 8 times 3. What do you do? It's what? 432. 8 times 1, that's 8. That's 2. So it's 3 over 104. right? I just want us to go through it and check if there's any error there, right? Our question is saying probability that if two learners are chosen at random, the first is aged 13 years and the second is aged 15 years. 13 years is 9 over 40 times 15 years 5 over 39. So that's our answer. Any question?
No.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Number 7 now, right? Yes, number 7. Find vector p such that 1 over 3, 1 in 3 minus vector p is equal to 9 and negative 3. This is very simple, but remember a vector cannot have this negative, you understand? So I'm just going to push this side. So 1 and 3 minus 9 and negative 3 is equal to vector. How would you get 1 minus 3, that's negative 8. 3 minus 3, that's a 6, right? Is equal to vector p. So vector p is negative 8 and 6. Are we together?
Yes.
That's the answer. Vector p is equal to negative 8 and 6. Then we are going to move on to the next question. We've got number 7b. Yes, we will now want to find the magnitude of p. Magnitude of vector p. Magnitude of vector p. Right? It's with negative 8 squared, right? Then what do we do? Do we add or we subtract?
8.
She said 8. The other one is what? 6. So it will, remember there's a formula, right? If you have the p value of x and y, x squared plus y squared, square root of that. You understand? That's how we find the magnitude. So this one is 64 plus 36. And 64 plus 36, what do you get? 100. And our answer here is going to become 10. Are we told the units? If you are not told the units, we say 10 what? Units. Remember, square root of 100 is plus or minus 100, but magnitude, since it is length, we will only deal with the positive one. You understand? We don't say plus or minus, just 10 units. Is that making sense?
Yes.
We are now moving on to number 8. Number 8. Solve the inequality. See, I'm not writing through this. Solve the inequality 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2 less than 10. Okay. Let me reduce my writing. 3x minus 2 less than 10 plus x less than 5x plus 2. We are asked to solve this inequality and write it in the form a, then x in between and b in front with the inequality sign. So what we do on this one, remember, we first take the first part, which is 3x minus 2 less than 10 plus x, and then we also solve the second part, which is 10 plus x less than 5x plus 2. And then you later combine them. Are we together?
Yes.
So if you solve the first part, that's 3x minus x less than 10 plus 2. So 3x minus x plus 2x less than 12, right? So it divides both sides by 2, and we end up with x less than what? 6 here. Then you are going to solve the other part, right? And it's, remember, I told you when you're solving inequalities, avoid the negative sign, right? So it will be now 10 minus 2 less than 5x minus x, right? So it will be 8 less than 4x. You divide both sides by what? By 4, and we end up with 2 less than x, like this. Are we together? So when you are combining now, the x will be here, right? And then you are going to look 2 is the one that is behind x, right? X is greater than 2, so you write 2. You understand?
Yeah.
And then you do this. 6. X is less than 6, right? So you write a 6. So the last part is the crucial one. It's very important. That is what they do. They will give you something that looks like this, whereby it will end up vice versa, and you ought to rearrange. Are we together? Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Fine. Now we're moving on to the next question. Number 8. It does have B. Let's find a perfect square number which satisfies the given inequality. A perfect square number which satisfies the given inequality. A perfect square number, remember, a perfect square number is a number that you get after a certain number multiplied itself. So a perfect square number that satisfies this is what? Is what?
4.
Yes, it's 4. Perfect square number that satisfies this is what? It's 4. That's the answer here. Because 4, we can find 4 in the solution set here, right? Well, moving on to the next one. Now we are moving on to number 9. What is number 9? Number 9 is circle geometry. I can say I think it's circle geometry. Because I saw a circle. Can I tell you about it? Right, so I don't know how to get it. I'm not gonna know. Right. So is the same that kind of in Q in the P in the R. Apa pesa apa ini?
Yes, indeed. It's in my school.
Right, so M, N, and Q are the 3 points on the circumference of a circle O and diameter QN. PR is a tangent to the circle at Q. Given that MQR 42 degrees, transit target QNM. We have to find QNM. QNM. We have to find that. What is the answer? Yes, 42 degrees. The answer is direct here. We are using theorem. I gave you this theorem as theorem 8, right? That this angle is equal to that angle. So we are done on that one. Then we are now moving on to the next one. One mark will go on this question. I can put QMN. QMN. Right, QMN. QMN. Jan, what's the diameter guy? What's the answer? Yes, 90 degrees. Theorem 3. Then going to same is 90 degrees. Very simple. Step forward. Then, yes, probably the last equation. Last equation. M O Q. We're going to open 2 marks for panic calculator. M O Q. Right? M O Q. We now want M O Q. Is all the center. Circumference O and diameter. O should be the center because O is always the center, right? Right. The angle that we want here is what? It's the M O Q. We want this angle. Remember, we said here is 42, right? When you said here is what? 90 degrees. You understand? Why did I write all these angles? Because I want to show you that it's very possible for us to get this one angle. There are many ways we can get this angle. We could just say the 90 minus 40 because weight and radius move the form 90 degrees. 90 minus 40, what do you get? 48. Is it true?
Yes.
You said 48. So this is 48 degrees, right? Okay, fine. What else are we going to do for us to get that angle? What's the angle that we want is this angle. That is the angle that we want.
Straight line.
Which straight line? Let me read the statement for you again. Read it. M, N, and Q are 3 points on the circumference of circle O and of a circle O and diameter. QNPR is a tangent to the circle at Q. Given that, that's the information that we have got. Sakatata say what are we going to do? I want to this angle. Because when I want to this angle, I want to get it. Tiny one thing. What else? Right. Let me tell you something. Whenever you are solving second geometry, don't complicate things, and always try to apply theorem 1 and theorem 2. You understand? Theorem 2, you know, the angle at center is twice angle. So it means here, this is angle at center, and this is angle at center. Because it's appeared that the same one out. You get what I'm saying? So you are going to say 48 times 2 for you to get this angle that is behind. If you get the angle that is behind, it means you get this angle because all of them in total, they should give you one angle. You understand what I'm saying? Are we together? So 48 times 2, what do we get? 48 plus 48. This is 6, right? 96. So this is 90 what? 6 degrees. So our answer here, you're going to say 180 minus 96. Are we together? Is what I'm writing visible in the camera. So 98 minus 180 minus 96, what do we get? Should be 84, right? So our answer is 84 degrees. Is it clear? Okay, so don't complicate things. You should just try to write the angles that you can find, and after that, try to apply theorem 1 and theorem 2. If theorem 1 is not applicable, try theorem 2. If theorem 2 is not, try theorem 3. If theorem 3 is not, after theorem 8, you find the answer. I would get it. Right. Now number what? Number 9, we are done. Number 10. A cylindrical floor polish tin is 14 centimeter in diameter and 5 centimeter deep. In this question, take pi to be 3 and 1/7. Calculate volume of the tin. We want to calculate volume of the tin, right? We are told that 14 centimeter diameter.
Hello, Dave.
Who? Oh, how are you, Reza? And does Reza have a question? Right, we are told that 14 centimeter diameter. 14 centimeter diameter. Then it deep 5 centimeters. Deep 5 centimeters. Are we together? There's another question.
How old are you?
And how old are you? In I want to see that question. Are you not lying? And how old am I? I'm old enough to be your teacher if you are still learning mathematics. If you want to pass mathematics with a distinction, I'm old enough to teach you mathematics so that you pass with a distinction. Yeah, I have it. She has enjoyed. I'm going to show you there is my results panel. Okay, so now what we ought to do here is we are going to find probably the area of this. You understand? Because this is a circle. They're saying it's cylindrical, right? So let's try to do this pi r squared. And then we try to multiply by what? By the height. Are we together? Right. So pi plus what we're given here is the same as 22/7 times negative plus 7 squared times 5. Let's try to do this, right? That is going to give us 49. 22 over 7 times 49 times 7 near 7 near 7 times, isn't it? So 22 times 7 times right. That's all. In 22 times 7, what do you get? 4 here. 7 times 2, what do you get? Huh?
7, 14 plus 1.
15. 154. 154 times what? Times 5. 0 carry 2. 5 times 5 plus 2, 7. 27. Then that's all. 7 carry 2. 5 times 1 plus 2. So 770 square centimeters. 770. Actually cubic. And this volume, right? That is the volume of the tin. Did you see what we did?
Yes.
That's how you get the volume. You find the area of this and then you say times what? The depth. The depth. Okay, let's move on. 770 cubic centimeters. Yeah. Is there also another question? I answered the question. No, another question. All right, so now let's move on to the B part. When full, the tin contains 840 grams of floor polish. Okay. When it is full, it contains 800 and what? 40 grams of floor polish. Excuse me. Calculate the density of the polish in grams per cubic centimeter to 2 decimal places. So I remember giving you formula of density. How do you calculate density? Mass over volume, right? So density equals mass over what? Volume. So our density, our mass is what? 840, isn't it?
Yes.
And our volume is what? 7. So we're going to, they said the answer correct to what? To 2 decimal places. It means they want us to reduce, and reduce, right? So we test control this one. Now the issue is on reducing. 77 into 84. That's 1 comma. So what's the remainder? We just say 84 minus 77, right? Like this. 14 make this becomes 8. 14 minus 7 out together. So that 7 and the right is 0. 77 into 7, it cannot be. So the right is 0. And then you add another. So 77 into 700. Are we together? So you try 77 into 700. You try 7. If you do multiples, let's look at this like 7, right? We do multiples of 7. 7, 14 plus 140, 21 plus 210. You understand what I'm doing? And 28 plus 280, 35, that is 350. I see what I'm doing. Then we move on to 42, that is 420. Then 7 times 7, that is 49, that is 490. So let's try to, if 7 times 10, that's 700. So let's try 9 on this one. You get what I'm saying? 77 times 9. 7 times 9. What's the answer? 7 times 9. I gave you a tip of multiplying very fast. You understand? Hey, listen to me. You know that 7 times 7 is 49, right? And so it's 7 divided 2. It means you are going to say 49 plus 14, the 2 that is remaining. You understand? So the answer will be 63. 7 times 9, that's what? 63. So 3 remainder 6. You get what I'm saying? And 7 times 9 is 63 again. 63 plus it's what? 9. How to get it? So that's 693. How to get it? It means 77 into 700, it enters how many times? 9 times. Since they said correct to 2 decimal places, you end here. Is it making sense? So what's the answer? Grams per cubic centimeters. Like this. Is that making sense? Okay, fine. We are now moving on to number, that was number 10, number 11. Number 11. Express 2,35 hours in hours and minutes. Yeah, I like such kind of questions. How many minutes do we have in toilet? How many minutes do we have? Minutes.
50.
50, okay. Express 2,35 hours in hours and minutes. 2,35 hours in hours and minutes. So just remove 2 hours. Here they're just asking you to calculate minutes, you understand? So the minute how do you calculate them? This is 35 over 100, because the two numbers after the comma, times 60. Are you even understanding what I did? So you can cancel this and cancel this. You can try to divide probably by 2. 2 here, that's 5 times, right? 2 here, that's 3 times. Are we together? And 5 here once, 5 here, how many times? 7. 7 times 3, 21. So 0,35 hours, it's 21 what? Minutes. So this in hours and minutes, that's 2 hours, 21 minutes. Are we together?
Yeah.
Very simple and straightforward. As somebody hakata, kana mazoba kuti vati hakata, anditi? Azvenderwe kung'anga kana muso. Mungoda kuti uteerere kuna mazvikokota. Handikatoisi. Zvazvatoita titevere chete. Okay, so now we are moving on to the next question, the B part. The B part is 413 plus 413. This is in base plus 1011 in base 2. Giving the answer in base 10, right? I like this kind of question. And they are asking us to give the answer in base 10.
Yes.
So we should just convert both to base 10 and then we just say. You understand? 5 times 4, I told you the short method, right? 130 is 5. 5 times 4, 20 plus 1, 21. 21, you know, say 21, that's 21 times 5. You understand? Times 5, then you say plus 10. That's the base 10. This is 5, this is 10. Plus 3, so it's 120. It's now invested. That's the short method. But if the short method is confusing you, you can expand and simplify. Are we together?
Yes.
Then 10, 1, 1, base 2. This one. This one, let us do it mentally. 2 here, right? Plus 0, that's 2. 2 times 2, 4. Plus 1, that's 5. 5 times 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Plus 11. This is 9, this is 1, this is 1. 119 invested. That's the answer. So if you want to expand it whatsoever, you can do it. It's up to you. We are now moving on to the next question, which is number 12. Yeah, you see, they like to ask you this, that is something to do with the scale and whatsoever. A map is drawn to a scale 1 centimeter to 5 kilometers. 1 centimeter to 5 kilometers. Express the scale in the form. You see, we did something like this in the previous revision. 1 centimeter to 5 kilometers. Then what are they saying? In the form 1 is to what is to n. How together? In other words, they just want to find out if you know that how was this one, you're not going to divide it. You're just going to convert 5 kilometers to what? To centimeters. How together? 1 kilometer is the same as how many centimeters? That is what they asked. And I gave you last time. So remember, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. But 1 kilometer equals 1,000 what? Meters. Are we together? What does this mean? It means 1 kilometer is equivalent to 100,000 centimeters. Very simple and straightforward. So you are going to convert 5. If 1 kilometer is 100,000 centimeters, so 5 kilometers is what? You just say 5 times 100,000, right? It will be 500,000. It means the answer they want is 1 is to 500,000. That is what they want. If they give you something like this and then write in the form 1 is to, they just want you to convert this into centimeters. Is that making sense?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, number 12B. Find the actual distance in kilometers between the 2 points, which are 3,6 centimeters apart on the map. You see, they keep asking the same question over and over again. The final examination that you're going to write, you're going to find a question like this, exactly like this. You understand what I'm saying? What is going to be divided, it is the digits, but it will be the same. Now we have our ratio, 1 is to 500,000. 1 is to 500,000. And find the actual distance in kilometers. They want the distance in what? In kilometers. 3,6 centimeters. We use the first one because 1 centimeter is representing what? So 3,6 centimeters will represent how many kilometers? Less or more? Are you sure? More. And if it's representing more, what is going to happen? We use what? Yes, improper fraction. Yes. So that's 3,6 over 1 times what? Times 5. You're just going to say 3,6 and 5. 3,6 times 5. Yeah, that's 30, isn't it? Remember 3, there 15, that's 18, right? It means it's 180. Can you say 180?
180.
And then there was one number after the comma, so there's a comma here. It means the answer is 18 kilometers. Are we together?
Yes.
If they wanted you to write the answer in centimeters, you are just going to convert this 18 kilometers to what? Centimeters. You're going to multiply by what? 100,000. Are we together? 1 kilometer is the same as 100,000 centimeters. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Guys, do you have any question on this?
No.
Is it my first time to teach you this? So you must keep it in mind so that you stay focused. Remember, mathematics is very easy, right? Now what we will see here. If the actual area of the city is 125 square kilometers, 125 square kilometers. However, I want you to go and close that door. Right, 125 square kilometers. Find the area of the city on the map. Right, the actual area is what? 125 square kilometers. We are told that here 1 is to what? 1 is to 5. Right? 1 is to 5 kilometers. So what are we going to do here? If the actual area of the city is 125 square kilometers, find the area of the city on the map. So we have what is called the area factor. You understand? We have what is called the what? The area factor. So what we could do is, if we apply the concept of the area factor here, if we square this side, here that's 1 square centimeter is equivalent to what? 25, isn't it? It's equivalent to what? 25 square kilometers. Like this. So if 1 is equivalent to 25, so 125 will be equivalent to 1. Let us try to solve this. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Through this here. Right. If 5 is the same as 1, so 125 will be similar to 1. Will be similar to what? More or less? Will be similar to more. Right. So what kind of fraction do you use? It is similar to more. wanted to see something improper. So we are going to say what? 125 over 5 times 1. 5 enters into 125 how many times? So how many times?
25.
Yeah, right, it's 25 times. Right. So if 5 enters into, if it enters 25, these are centimeters, isn't it? These are kilometers. This is the first, it's not kilometers. What did we say at first? 1 squared, we go to 1. This is not supposed to be 5, it's supposed to be 25, isn't it? Theta area factor. Theta area factor. And again 1 is to 1 is to 5. So that 1 is 2500. So 2500 na 125. I've been 5 times, and this. Right. Or let me show you another. Minutes mangana. 1 hour. If 1 is representing 1 centimeter is representing 5 kilometers. Already. I want you to see the practical part of this. It means area of 1 centimeter on the map, which is one square centimeter, it's representing 25 square kilometers. You understand? Now let's get back to our question. If actual area of the city is 125 square kilometers, find the area of the city on the map. Right. What is the question? Actual area of the city is what? 125 square kilometers. It's also want to find the area. So we want to change this from kilometers to what? To centimeters. Are we together? So 1 square centimeter is 25. And 2 square centimeter, it will be what? It will be 50. Are you seeing what is happening? If 1 square centimeter is 25 square kilometers, it means 2 is equivalent to what? To 50. I want you to see something else. It means 4 square centimeter is equivalent to what? 100 square kilometer. Did you see what we are doing? Did you see what we are doing? We are just multiplying, right? We are multiplying. We are saying this 25 times 2 to give them. I wanted to teach you the short method so that you won't be confused. And we say 25 times what? 4. To get what? To get 100. You understand? And if we want to get this one, what are we going to do? If you want to get this one using this number, if you want to get this one, if you want to get this one, what's the point about you find prove on all this? You understand what I'm saying? If 1 is representing 25, we are saying 2 is representing 150. And 3 is representing 75. So for us to get this to, we'll say 50 divided by 25. And all over is this. So to put this divided by that, then 3 square centimeter is giving us what? 75 square kilometers. 75 divided by 3. So 75 divided by 25. 3. 100 divided by 25. Are we together? So it means we are going to say 125 divided by what? By 25. What do we get? Are you getting what I did? Murusi Nkwise, because I wanted to show you the other way, but I noticed with later say not in there. So our answer here becomes what? 5 square centimeters. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Or am I confusing you? It's making sense. Are we together? So that is what we do. The actual area, they say, if the actual area of the city is 125 square kilometers, find the area on the map. The area on the map, it won't be in kilometers, it will be in centimeters. You understand? So you just first convert this, leave the area factor, the square root. 1 square centimeter is 25 square kilometers. Are we together? And if if 25, here we 25, and we are talking of 125 square kilometers. You understand? It gives us what? More or less? More. So we use improper fraction, and it 125 divided by 25 times 1. The answer will be 5 square centimeters. You understand what we the try to tell out how many minutes? 1 hour each? Yeah? Okay, fine. Now let's move on. Number 13. Y varies jointly as the square of x and directly with z when x is equal to blah blah. Find the relation between yx and z. That's number 13. Y varies jointly as the square of x, that's this, right? And directly with z. Y varies jointly as the square of x and directly with z, like this. Okay, so what is the question? Find the relationship between, so we're going to find the relationship that's y equals, we have a constant k, right? X squared z. So what is the value of y? 4.5 equals k. What is x? X2, z3. So here we have 2 squared and z is 3. Are we together here? One for we first find k. So this is 8, 9. 9 over 2 is equivalent to, here we have 4 times 3, that's 12, right? So k here over 1. So we're going to have 24k, cross multiplication is 29. You divide both sides by what? 24. So k is equivalent to, here 9 you divide by 3, isn't it? 3 times here, then 3 here it's 8. Are we together? So the value of k is 8. So equation is y is equal to 3 over 8 x squared z. That is the relationship between yx and z, like this. Let us keep it because the next questions we might want to use. Right? Y is equal to 3 over 8. 3 over 8. Right, then the next question. Find y when x is equal to 5 and z is equal to 4. X 5, z equal to 4. Use the equation, right? Y equals 3 over 8 x squared z. They said when x is equal to 5, so you're going to substitute y is equal to 3 over 8, you substitute here 5 squared, then z is 4. Then you write 4. So y is equal to 3 over 8 by 25 by what? 4, right? 4 here plus 2 times and 4 here once. So y is equal to this 75 divided by what? By 2. So y is equal to 75 divided by 2. Here by 3 times remainder 1 divided by 7 times in half, 37.5 or 37.5. That's our answer. Are we together? Yeah. Right, don't worry, very soon we'll be done. Given that, now number 14, given that f of x equals 2, 3x, z3, yes, 3x. Find f of 1, okay. So f of 1 is equal to 2, 3, 1, and 1 is equivalent to 2 to the power 3 minus 1, right? 2 to the power 2 is equal to what? 4. So f of 1 is equal to 4. You just substitute. F of 1 is 4. Okay, next question. The values of x if f of x is equal to this one is very simple. If f of x is equal to 32, so it means 2 to the power 3x minus 1 is equal to what? 32, because this is f of x. So 2 to the power 3x minus 1, make sure that it will be the same. This is 32 is the same as 2 to the power 5, right? So we cancel this. So 3x minus 1 is equal to 5. 3x is equal to 6. 5 plus 1 is divided by 3 by 3. X is equivalent to 0. This is our answer, right? And then we are now moving on to forgive my speed, right? I want us to finish. Are we together? Yes. Time, or should I say time, is not on our side. Chiedza, remember, place that to be. Be fast. Ita fast mwanangu. Namirira iwe. Wazizwa? N, I think it is the one important thing. This is how line N passing through the point P, and the point P is here on the y-axis. Right, yes, equation 2y equals x plus 6. So this one is 2y equals x plus 6. That's line N. Line L passes through origin, which is 0, 0, is parallel to N. L is parallel to N. Distance OP. Distance OP. Distance OP is not complicated because you should know that under origin here is 0, semicolon, 0. We're going to use two coordinates to find magnitude, to find the distance. Then that is where you use this formula, square root of, you say it's square root, right? Plus 1 minus y1 square root. You know the formula. Now, we must first find the p. What is p? P is the y-intercept, right? Then the y-intercept you find when you're writing from y is equals to mx plus c. So for us to end up with something that looks like that, we must divide everything by what? By 2. If we divide everything by 2, then that is y equals half x plus 6. Right? So this is the gradient. It's not plus 6 now, it's plus 3. Because you divided by 2, right? It means p here is what? 3. How to get? And the coordinate it is 0, semicolon what? 3. Is that making sense? Yeah. So for us to find the, what are we asked to find? This is number what? Number 15. We are asked to find what? We are asked to find the distance, isn't it? If we substitute the zeros, they will just give us 0, right? It means the real number that we are going to have here is 3. And the 3 squared, we are going to find the square root of 3 squared, right? How to get root of 3 squared? And root of 3 squared is what? It is 3. It's plus or minus 3. Because 3 squared is a 9. Root of 9 is plus or minus 3. Since this is the length, the answer will be just what? 3. We are not told the units, isn't it? So it is just 3 units. 3 units. Those are not told the units. Are you understanding? Fine. Then the other question, equation of line L. Equation of line L is very simple. Since it's passing through origin, it's gradient is 0. Let us remember gradient of parallel line gradient of parallel lines will be similar altogether. So the gradient won't be 0, but the gradient will be what? Half. Right? Are you understanding what I'm saying? So the gradient here is equal to half, since the gradient of this one is half. But our C here is equal to what? 0. So it's y equals half x plus 0. So when we say half x, what they say, equation of line what? L. Remember, equation is like written in the form y is equal to mx plus c. You have to find m and to find what? C. And if you find m of n is the same as m of l, because parallel lines have the same what? Gradients. Are we together? Yeah. So y is equal to half x plus 0 is the same as x. Now we go to number 16. Express 2 over a minus 5, 2 minus 5a. There's a single fraction in its simplest form. This one we're going to do it fast, right? Lowest common denominator here, that's a, 2 minus 5a, right? Then here, 2 times 2 minus 5a, goes a and you cancel each other, then this times 2, right? Then minus, this will cancel that with negative times 5 times what? 5, like this. Are we together? So it will be 4 minus 10a minus 5a, everything over a, 2 minus 5a. Are we together? 4 minus 15a over a, 2 minus 5a, like this. We have written it as a single what? Fraction. And we are done, because it's now a single fraction. We are now moving on to the next question. It's number 16, right? Given that a is equal to 1, b equal to 0, c equal to that, evaluate b minus c that we got given the values over 3. They said a is equal to 1, so 3 times 1, and they said b is equal to 0, and c is equal to minus 2, like this. They said we should evaluate this, right? So that's 2 over 3. Because negative and negative will give us a positive. We are done this one. And then we are moving on to number 17. 17. How many minutes do you have now?
1 hour 18 minutes.
1 hour 18 minutes. This one, you must finish it in 1 hour 18 minutes. All right, so 3 towns X, Y, and Z are on a level ground such that Y is 8 kilometers to east of X. Z is due to south on the bearing of blah 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 blah. Find 3-figure bearing here. Are we together? We've got 3 towns, but could you draw? I want you to tell me which one is north.
Yeah.
Top. Which one is south?
Down.
Which one is east? Which one? This one? This one?
Yeah.
Then this one west. Okay, that is the first thing you should do for you not to be confused, right? And then they are on a level ground. Y is 8 kilometers to the east of X. So we have X here. Then to the east of X we have what? Y, and there's 8 kilometers here. Are we together? Y is 8 kilometers to the east of X. That's east of X, right? Z is due south of Y. So south of Y is this one. Are we together? Because they are saying Z is due south of Y. So south of Y. Z is on the bearing of S 60 east and 10 kilometers from X. Alright. So we are told something here. We are told something bearing of what? Bearing of Z. So Z is due south of 1. Z is due south of 1. And this is south of 1. Right. And then we are told that Z is then a bearing of south. Remember, south of X, if we write the cardinal point, is this one. Right? This is south. Right? And we are saying south, then east, seek east. Right? South, then direction of east. Here we are told that there is a what? I think I explained this last time, right? Is there any question on it's fine. Right, so now 3-figure bearing of Z from X. Z from X. Z is that what you want us to do? Huh? Right. Kwakanzi from ndokwatinoisa makardinal points, that is, it's fine to tell us but the question is asking us 3-figure bearing of Z from X, so it means from here to there, what do you understand? We're just going to say what? 180 minus 60, and what we get? 120, isn't it? 120 degrees. That's the 3-figure bearing, right? We are done this one. Then we are moving on to the next one. Compass bearing of X from Z. Now, the compass bearing, it is the one that says south, east, south 20, east, something like that. You get what I'm saying? That's the compass bearing. So what is the compass bearing of what? Of X from Z. What is the compass bearing of X from Z? From is this one, right? What is the compass bearing? We are moving on. First, it's north, isn't it? That's the first thing. And we have, this is 60, right? 60 degrees. And which direction are we going? Hey, what is it called? The compass here. West. Yes. We are done. Did you see how we drew the compass bearing? North, 60 to the west. Is it making sense? Okay, fine. Calculate distance that Z is south of 1. Calculate distance that Z is south of 1. So we want to calculate this distance from here to here. Sorry? Wow, and 10 kilometers from X. Z is only a bearing of this and 10 kilometers from X. Sorry, so it's 10 kilometers here. Okay, that's fine. So we have a rectangle here, right? It becomes easy now. And the 10 kilometers is on the question, right? Thanks for reminding me to write it on the board. So now, calculate the distance that Z is south of 1. We are going to use the Pythagorean triple. A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. So 8 squared was 10 is the hypotenuse, right? Plus what I did that just squared B squared is equals to what? 10 squared. So now I'm going to calculate it to B squared is equals to 100 minus 64. 100 minus 64, what is it? 36. So we already have the answer. It's 60. B squared is equals to 36. So for us to remove this, we need to use square side, right? So B is equals to these are kilometers, 6 kilometers. Plus or minus 6 kilometers, but remember, because this is distance, we only use the positive value, right? So the distance that what y calculate this, that z is south of y is 6 kilometers. That's our answer. Are we together? How many minutes do you have? 1 hour and 8? How many minutes? That's fine. Number 18. What is this? Simplify a plus half b. We are told that a is equal to 2 minus 1, 4, and 3. Then b is equal to 0, minus 4, 2, and 6, right? Simplify a plus half b. We're going to do this one. A plus half b, right? This is the same as 2 minus 1, 4, 3 plus. Here, just simplify. Half b, we're saying half of this, half of 0 to 0. This half of minus 4 is minus 2, half of this is 1, half of this is minus 1. 3. So it will be equal to 2 plus 0, that's a 2, minus 1 plus 1, that's a 0, 4 minus 2, that's a 2, and 3 minus 3, that's what? 0. So 2, 2 on top, 0, 0 down. We are done this one. Find the inverse of matrix B. We're going to find the inverse of matrix B. Inverse of matrix B. Remember, inverse is 1 over determinant, right? So the inverse of B is equal to 1 over the determinant there 0 times negative 6, that is 0, minus 8, right? So the determinant is 8. This times that, this times that. So 1 over 8, we're going to exchange inside, minus 6 is 0. Then if this becomes 4, and this becomes negative 2. That's the inverse, right? Then we're done on that one. Then we are moving on. Number 18, we are done. We're moving on to number 19. What is this now? The table shows number of children in hospital and age number of children. Statistics again. These numbers are too much. I'm not going to that thing. Is it visible on the screen? Huh?
Yeah.
So that's the question. That's the question. Okay, that's number 19. ZIMSEC, November 20. 2020, what is this? 2024. Use the table to find the modal age of the children. Modal age of the children, you just find the highest frequency. And the highest frequency there is 7. Right? Since the highest frequency is 7, modal age is 5 years. So modal age is 5 years. Done. This one. And then we're going to move on to number of children in the hospital. Number of children in the hospital, we're going to add everything. We add everything. Add everything on the frequency. We are going to say 3 plus 4 plus 5. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4. If you add everything, there 3 plus 4, that's 7, right? 7 plus 5, let's calculate. 7 plus 5, 4 plus 6, 18. 18 plus 7, 18 plus 7, 25. 25 plus 6, 31 plus 5, 36 plus 4. It means the number of children is what? 40. Right? Then, last question. Calculate the mean age of the children. Yeah, I hate this question. Because the calculations are too much here. So, we can calculate, it's fine. Right? My number, I don't want this. Okay, so we're going to say 1 times 3 plus 2 times 4 plus 4 times 6 plus 5 times 7 plus 6 times 6 plus 7 times 5 plus 8 times 4. This is all these over what? Over 4, right? So 1 times 3, that's a 3, plus 2 times 4, that's 8, plus 3 times 5, that's 15, plus 4 times 6. Yes, 3 times 5. If it's not there, it means I skip it. I skip it. That's why I'm using this one. Like 3 times 5, that's 15. 4 times 6, that's what? 24. Plus 5 times 7, that's 35. Plus, I said 5 times 7, right? 6 times 6, that's 36. plus 7 times 5 is that 35 plus 8 times 4, that's 32. So you're going to add all these things. Then you divide by what? By 40. So let us get 32, 35, 32, 35, 36, 35, 24, 58. Right, so we're going to add 7, 13, 13 plus 5, 18, 22, 27, 30, 38. I hope we are not lying to me. I don't like lying. 8, remainder 3. Then let us just count how many 3s we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15, 16, 17, 18. So it means 188 divided by what? 40. Divided by 40. Like this. So let us reduce this one. We can probably start it by 4. 4 here at the same time, right? Let's go 4 to the end. 4 into 16, that's 4 times the remainder 2. 4 into 28, that's 7 times, right? So our answer is 4, 7. That's the answer. 4, 7. We can say 4 and 7 over 10. That's the mean of the children. 4, 7. That's our answer. Oh, it's too long, this one. Confused time. Okay, we are now switching on to number 20. Solve the question. This one was question. How many minutes now?
1 hour, 1 minute.
Equals 0. 6x minus 2 minus 10 equals 0, right? So 6x equivalent to minus 2, that is minus 4, right? Change sign, becomes 4. 0 plus 4. That is by 6, by 6. X is equivalent to 2. That's our answer. Are we together?
Yes.
Then we're moving on to the next one. So important. Huh? This like I can move on there. My parents are up x minus 2. Right. Oh, sorry, Mama. Makubona squared equals 1 over 4. You first remove the square by introducing the square root sign. This cancels out that x minus 2 is equivalent to plus or minus. How together? Because remember, square root of a number is plus or minus that number. Is that clear? So x is equivalent to plus or minus half. So x is equal to half plus 2 or minus half plus 2, right? So x is equal to 2 and half, which is the same as 2,5. Half plus 2. Or 1 and half. Because minus half plus 2, that's 1 and half. This one is done. We are now moving on to number 21. Number 21. Oh, the last question is number 22. So we are almost done. Right, number 21. My God. Are you saying my God or are you saying my God? What's going on? What happened? Right, so now let's read the question. The speed to time graph shows how an object travels at a constant speed of 40 meters per second. So here this is 40, right? Meters per what? Per second. In 6 seconds. So this is 6 seconds. And it then slows down uniformly, coming to rest after 2 seconds. So this is 8. This is time. Seconds. And this is speed. Yeah, that's speed for me. Use the graph to calculate uniform deceleration of the object in the last 2 seconds. Remember, deceleration is negative acceleration, the way you find gradient, right? So we are going to check 6 semicolon 4 and 8 semicolon what 0, right? So the deceleration, if we are calculating deceleration, this is number what? Number 21. If you are calculating it as deceleration, you don't write negative. You understand? But if you are writing acceleration, you write what? Negative. Because negative acceleration is deceleration. How would you get it? So calculate as acceleration. So acceleration equals xy. So 40 minus 0 over 40 minus 0 over that 6 minus 8. This is equal to 40 over negative what? Negative 3, isn't it? So that's negative 20. Are we together? Now, this is negative 20 meters per square seconds. Acceleration, negative acceleration is deceleration. So when you are writing it as deceleration, you just write deceleration is equal to 20 meters per square seconds. When you write deceleration, don't repeat writing the negative. You understand? So deceleration just write 20 meters per square seconds. Then distance traveled by the object in 8 seconds. It's very simple, just calculate area, right? I think to split it, it's the fast way. I'm using formula, or you want to use formula of calculating area of a trapezium. Okay, half A plus B, half 8 plus 6 times 4. It's fine. Here 1, 20, right? 8 plus 6, what is it? 14. So, 14 times 3, but 1 plus 0 is 8, 2. 280. Now we have the meters. 280 meters. That's the distance, right? Then the next question. Average speed of the object during the 8 seconds. Average speed of the object during the 8 seconds. But you must know that graph of speed. Right? How do you calculate the speed? You must know. You now want the average what? Speed. So how do you get the average speed? There is this triangle. E is T, right? And speed is equal to what? Distance over. I would get. But here we are told the speed. Our speed is 40 meters for how many seconds? So 6 seconds, right? 40 meters for 40 meters per second for 6 seconds. And then the other speed that we have is what? What's the other speed that we have? The other speed that we have? Right, the other speed that we have is for the next 2 seconds. And it then slows down uniformly, coming to rest after 2 seconds. So, after 2 seconds, we want to know what was the speed it was decelerating. You understand? I want you to calculate what was the speed in the theory. Do it fast, do it fast. How many minutes do you have now? 1 hour 39. Do it fast. What was the speed there? Do that fast, 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 fast. One hour 39 minutes. Yes, do that fast, faster than fast. All right, you might consume much time. This is 2 seconds, right? Are we together? This is 2 seconds. These are 2 seconds. Are we together? So if you want to know what was the speed here, if you want to know what was the speed here, you just, I mean, deceleration, but you calculated it, isn't it? What was the deceleration? 20. It was 20 meters per square seconds, isn't it? Right. Since it was 20 meters per square second, that's why it took us. I want you to say 40 divided by 20. What do you get? All right. So, average speed, you must take note of distance over time, isn't it? So, total distance divided by total time taken. How would you get it? So, what was the total distance? The distance that we have been traveling. We calculated the distance. It's what? 200 and what? 8 divided by time taken. It's 8, isn't it? How would you get it? So let's reduce. We can reduce by 8. Or we use 4. 4 here 2 times. 4 into 20 how many times? 7 times. Isn't it? 7. So it will be 35 here. Our answer will be 35. That was the average speed. 35 what? 35. 35 what? Yes, because we are talking of speed, right? 35 meters per second. Is my 35 visible? Yes. So that was the average speed. Now we are moving on to the last question, isn't it? Average speed. Last question. Last question is number what? 22. It's about 6. So sit properly. You don't go away, Papa. Huh?
Aiwa.
Go over camera. All right. So now, the investor set yes subsets A and B such that the investor set is 3, 6, 9, 12 to 30. So you can see that the investor set these are multiples of 3, isn't it? Just multiples of 3. Multiples of 3. A is numbers less than 20, and B is factors of 30. List elements of A. Since the investor set is starting from 3 and there are multiples of 3, so what is less than 30 starting from 3? So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, we end there. That's A. Then number of B complement, B factors of 30. Okay, B factors of 30. And let us find B first for us to get the number of B complement, right? Factors of 30, it means the numbers that can enter like 3, 6, 15, and 30. Even 30 is a factor of 30. Are we together? No. Right. Now, number of B complement. We cannot get number of B complement without having the inverse set. You understand what I'm saying? So we must count how many numbers we have in the inverse set, right? So let us just start from 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. That's multiples of 3. I would get. So the inverse set is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 digits, right? Since it is 10, we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 minus 4, that's what? 6. Are you understanding? Yes. Are you noticing how we are getting the answers? Yes. Okay, fine. Then represent the set A, B, and the inverse set on a clear labeled Venn diagram. Okay. I'm going to erase this part. Clear labeled Venn diagram. Number of elements in the inverse set is equal to 10, isn't it? So let us label. Is my Venn diagram with 2 subsets. 1, 2. Right, at the intersection with 3, 6, 15. This is 6. 3, 6, 15, right? So we're going to cancel this 3, 6, 15. 3, 6, 15. So anyway, on A, we made it 9, 12, and 18. So 9, 12, and 18 removed. Then B will put we must write this is A, and this is what? B. So we're going to remove 8. So remove 8 is what we're going to repeat. So out to 21, 24, and 27. That's a clearly labeled Venn diagram. And we are done. How many minutes?
1 hour 45 minutes.
Right, I hope that you all benefited from this revision, and as I always tell you that mathematics is not difficult and it will never be difficult if and if only you stay focused. I will see you on the next revision.